Hi folks, welcome back. Today we are driving on Stewart Street, and off in the distance there you might be able to make out Fremont Street and Circa and the D, and of course the Fremont Experience is down there. I'm going to zoom back out now. This is the east side of town. Looks much different than the west side of town here, Summerlin, which is a highly desirable area to live. It's also very expensive, at least it has become so because of the folks moving here from California. Stop signs in Las Vegas seem to be more of a suggestion than an actual rule for a lot of folks. And they love their four-way stops in this town, so there's a whole bunch of those, and no one knows what to do when they approach a four-way stop. That's always fun. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe to our channel so we continue making more of these videos for you. We love making them for you. We really appreciate you liking and subscribing to us. Hoping to get up to 1,000 subscribers so that we can, again, get YouTube to pay us for the ads that are played, and that way we can put money towards our little baby boy's tuition. This is Christie Lane, and we're going to get stopped here. Rather old neighborhood here. No HOAs. You can see on the left there's a trailer park of some sort. And then there's an elementary school there. You don't see a whole lot of Lexuses or other Teslas or other electric cars over here on this side of town, nor do you see a lot of charging stations. So the folks that do have them probably just charge them at home. That's not the case on the other side of town, however. Apartments here on the left. Noticed on Ring quite a bit that they get a lot of calls for service from the police there. This landscaping truck is attempting to make a U-turn and just not even looking to see what they're driving into. That was Nellis Boulevard we just crossed. Runs from Russell Road in the southeast part of town all the way up to Craig Road, just outside the entrance to Nellis Air Force Base. This is the light at Marion. I believe on the other side of Charleston, about a mile south of here, it changes its name to Arden. So that's not confusing at all when streets change their names for no reason. And then you have other streets that are of course disjointed, like Pecos. It'll stop and then pick up again like a mile or two later. There's a lot of that here. I guess they wanted uniformity with the street names, but not all of them connect to one another. Or to their namesakes, that is. Final destination situation right in front of us. All the materials in the bed of this pickup. Hope they're securely fastened. We're going to get around them. This is the light at Lamb Boulevard, another major north-south artery. It begins down by Boulder Station, which is a hotel and casino down at Desert Inn, and then goes all the way up north to the edge of civilization, up past the 215 expressway on the north side of town. Some more older neighborhoods here. At this point, we're about 3 or 3.5 miles east of Fremont Street. This is the light at Sand Hill. They're performing all sorts of construction in this town. I believe the construction we're about to encounter is to expand US Highway 95 in this portion of town east of the Interstate 15. The fun part is that the lights are now on timers here, so you have to wait for a specified period of time, usually 2 minutes or so for each of the 4 directions to take their turn. This is the US Highway 95/I-515 overpass, passing over us. And this is the light up here at Pecos. Pecos is one of the disjointed ones I was mentioning that kind of stops and then starts, ends in a T at some streets, and then picks up again a mile later or so. With me today on this magic carpet ride is my beautiful co-pilot, Miss Logan. And in the back seat, our little boy Marshall is watching the world go by in his car seat. These videos will likely be sliced into what YouTube's calling shorts, which is their response to TikTok, 1 minute long and no more, 60-second long videos. But the long version of the video will certainly be up. There you can see the stratosphere in the north end of the strip there, as we get closer to Fremont Street downtown here. On the right is the jail, conveniently located close to Fremont Street for those revelers who revel a little too much and get themselves into trouble. The light here at Mojave Road. There's Animal Foundation. It's the animal adoption agency. It's about a little under a mile north of here on Mojave. See some older buildings over here on the right, off of 30th. Typically when you get into the numbered streets, the neighborhoods tend to change a little bit. You probably don't want to be walking around outside at night on the numbered streets. In North Las Vegas, they have letter streets. Same approach applies up there. You don't want to be walking around up there either. The numbers are getting smaller here as we approach Las Vegas Boulevard and Main Street, which is the 0 street separating east between west here in Las Vegas. And this looks like coming up is Eastern. Eastern used to be on what was the eastern part of town. I guess it still is, but so much has grown up past it now. It's kind of a misnomer. But Eastern Avenue travels all the way from North Las Vegas. And there's a cop. Just gonna hold this here. Oh, and there's another one. Sorry for the slight interruption, folks.
Should probably cut this out.
So Eastern runs all the way from North Las Vegas all the way down to the city of Henderson, and then becomes some other name, but I don't remember what it is. Runs down through Anthem, neighborhoods down in South Henderson. Highly desirable areas down there. More of these numbered streets here on Stewart. Got a ticket once for obstruction of the windshield, so I don't want to tempt fate and get another ticket for obstructing the windshield. This is 19th Street. These neighborhoods here east of Fremont. This is Bruce Street. Not a major thoroughfare, but it does have bits and portions of it to go all throughout town. Street. And we just made the curve to curve towards the northwest, because that's the orientation of Fremont Street and all the streets that parallel it here in downtown Las Vegas. 13th Street here, and then we're going to go ahead and make the left here onto Maryland Parkway. And we're going to go down a couple blocks to Fremont Street. A lot of folks we've seen on a lot of the Vegas group pages in Facebook, they always ask how far can they safely walk past the Fremont Street Experience. Well, this is that neighborhood east of the Fremont Street Experience. Well, some days you just don't see them, and some days they're all over the place. Okay. So here we are, Fremont Street. You can see the Fremont Street Experience straight ahead of us there. Ferguson's Motel with some funky art on it there, with looks like semi-trailers or something that have been welded together.
It's not a motel anymore.
Ah, it's not a motel anymore. Atomic Liquors over here on the left. It's been here for a very long time. And then on the left up here, just past this intersection, is Container Park. It's a cool little place. You'll start to see more people walking around, starting in this area here. Excuse me. And Container Park is just a bunch of old shipping containers that were assembled in a way to create an outdoor shopping experience. So they have cornhole and some little bars as well as some shopping in there. And there you'll see a high heel. And there's the praying mantis that often will spit out fire at night. Just doesn't have the same effect during the day. The El Cortez here on our right has been here for a very long time. I'm not sure exactly when they got their start, but
The late 40s.
the late 40s. My Vegas-born beautiful wife. She knows all of the deets about her hometown. And we're going to go up here to Las Vegas Boulevard because you can't drive past Las Vegas Boulevard because the Fremont Street Experience begins right there. You got Hennessy's Tavern here on the left. That's a fun place. And then the Heart Attack Grill on the right, where you can stand on the scale and on the outside, and anyone over 350 pounds eats free. They have the misters going over there. I don't know if the camera can bring that out, but it is quite warm outside today, although it's not terribly sunny. And there's a Dick's Last Resort, it appears, here on Neonopolis, just above the Heart Attack Grill. So they've opened up another location. They were known for their location there at Excalibur on the Strip. Inspire Nightclub here on the left. Ah, a very popular nightclub. Downtown.
Most prominent.
And we're going to go ahead and make this left here. In the downtown district. We've also seen questions from people on some of the groups asking if it's okay and safe to walk from Fremont down to the Strip. Again, it's a good distance. It's over a mile, I believe, but you wouldn't want to do it after dark. Not the kind of thing that you want to do after dark. And they should have a monorail or something here that takes people back and forth, but they don't, so to rely on Uber. And they have the Deuce, which is a kind of a shuttle express bus, if you will, that runs up and down the Strip here, run by the county. This is the area where we have to park usually when we come down here for jury duty. Park at the Fremont Street Experience and then walk a couple blocks to the courthouse, which is right here on the right, I believe. And then you have the federal courthouse. County courthouse is the one right here on the right. And then you've got the federal courthouse over here on the left. .30-mile-an-hour speed limit in here. Bonneville Avenue. Graceland Wedding Chapel on the left. Dispensary on the left. Those are all over the place. Very ubiquitous here in town. And on the left here is the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, famous because it was the site of Pawn Stars. And so you can go in there and get pictures of yourself in there where the guys would make offers to people for their unwanted items. It's the light at Gas, and then Hoover coming up, and then just past that is the light at Charleston. Charleston Boulevard is a major east-west thoroughfare here in Las Vegas. And really the north end of the Strip pretty much begins there at the Strat, which used to be known as the Stratosphere. That demarcates the beginning. of the strip. So you have to walk all this way from Fremont Street to the beginning of the strip, and you can kind of see the neighborhoods here in between and judge for yourself whether that's something you want to try and take on. And there's a car accident just ahead of us here. It's like an SUV and a GMC collided. I don't know if I can get in up here. Okay, here we go. Hope everyone's okay. Fun City Motel. Not familiar with that. Desert Star Motel. Viva Las Vegas Wedding Chapel. Little White Chapel with a dancing Elvis outside there. Welcome to Las Vegas. Drive safely. It's curious that they put that sign here, because right down here at Sahara is the city limit. We've seen documentaries on how back in the day a lot of the casino operators wanted to get away from the city laws and ordinances, and so they just went out here into Clark County outside city limits, and that's how the Flamingo got started, and a lot of these other hotels on the strip got started. They just all kind of followed each other down here, so that the only one they have to answer to is the county, and then of course the state and the gaming commission. Right here at Oki. This is considered Naked City in here. Naked City. Not sure about the etymology of that name, but showgirls.
The showgirls who lived around these parts before the strip was fully developed would, as the story goes, would be outside tanning naked, and the pilots flying into then McCarran International Airport would call it Naked City because of the showgirls tanning topless.
Ah, there it is. My knowledgeable co-pilot. And so we're just south of the Strat now. There's a Circle K there. And this is the light at Sahara. There's a Walgreens here on the corner, just in case you need to load up on supplies when you first get here. And then there's a very old just shopping center here on the right. Bonanza Gifts, something or another. Probably not the kind of place you want to take your family, but we're stopped because it appears there are pedestrians up here crossing. So go back around. The Sahara here on the left has gone through several name changes. Was the SLS. And then you've got the Fontainebleau, which is the blue glass building here on the left that is scheduled to be completed at some point. And then you have a Hilton, looks like a timeshare building of some sort. Past that you have Circus Circus, one of the older hotel casinos here. But it does cater to kids. They have a huge Thunderdome, I think it's called, out back, where they have all sorts of rides and stuff. It's kind of like a Dave & Buster's sort of for kids. Or I guess a Chuck E. Cheese. Westgate is over here on the left. That used to be the Las Vegas Hilton.
Also the International Hotel at one time.
And also the International Hotel at one time. Very good. They've been paving this stretch of the strip for the Formula One race that's due to come here in November. So there have been all sorts of construction and detours, etc. down here. Hopefully we're not going to encounter those right now on this early June Saturday 2023. And there's the tent, if you will, the circus tent at Circus Circus. Travel Lodge here on the Strip. This is still the North Strip, so. The Wynn and Encore are up here on the left. Beautiful hotels, beautiful casinos. If you have the opportunity to go, I strongly recommend it. And Resorts World right here, they just opened up a couple years ago. There's the Deuce that I was speaking of, the bus. A couple years ago, Resorts World opened up. They've got a lot of square footage under air in there. And then some shopping here on the right.
Where site of the Stardust?
At the former site of the Stardust. See here, you can see the oh, the Day Club. IU Day Club right there.
IU Day Club, and also Zouk nightclub is in there.
Zouk nightclub is in there. Very good.
It's probably the IT nightclub right now.
Ah. Marshall wants to go. Encore Beach Club here. And then you can see the Palazzo and the Venetian up here. Also two very nice hotels. Probably those two and the Wynn and Encore would probably be the best hotels to stay at in this town, in my humble opinion. On the right here you have Fashion Show Mall, with all sorts of eating and shopping options. Light here at Fashion Show Drive. But this will give us an opportunity to show you the Wynn, I hope. And then of course Fashion Show Mall. This is Disneyland for adults. We here at the Vegas Dawn Channel are not big gamblers, but if that's your thing, go for it. All of these hotels here on the Strip are trying to capitalize on having the Formula One race here in November. They're building grandstands out in front of their properties and charging top dollar for tickets to sit in those grandstands. Yeah, so that's a kind of a big deal, and they're building a permanent paddock east of here, I believe off of Harmon to Harmon Road or Avenue, to accommodate future races. And tonight is Game 4 of the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. The Vegas Golden Knights are facing off in South Florida tonight against the Florida Panthers. As of today, the Golden Knights have a 2-1 lead. So the town's all excited, and rightfully so. It's not every day you get to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. See more of the landscaping there out in front of the Wynn. And this giant surfboard looking thing here on top of Fashion Show Mall. Sands Boulevard, this is where the Venetian and Palazzo can be accessed. Then becomes Spring Mountain Road on the west side here of the Strip, and as you go west over the Interstate 15, Chinatown is located over there. And the Grand Canal Shops is featuring Rob Lowe live here. So he is literally doing shows here. going to be good for Formula One cars. So this is Treasure Island here on the right. All sorts of fun stuff going on there. The pirate ships and etc. They have shows out there. You have to look it up online. I'm not sure exactly what times they do the shows. And this is the Mirage here. They're supposed to be building a guitar hotel similar to the one that they have at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida, on this property here with the Mirage. Mirage was built in '89, and there you can see the Venetian, and they have the gondola rides over there. Highly recommended. Waterfall out here, which will probably be removed for their for the guitar hotel. And then here is Harrah's as we get closer to Center Strip here. Caesar's Palace here on the right. They're supposed to be destroying or demolishing this little rotunda looking thing out front here to create more grandstands for the Formula One race. There's the Link on the left. Jerry Seinfeld live at Caesars. Lots of crowds. And you can see Caesar out front, adorned in a Golden Knights jersey. So that's fun. The Flamingo, created of course by Bugsy Siegel. Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen across the street from there. And then you have the Cromwell, which has undergone several name changes. And this is the light at Flamingo. And you can see more of the Flamingo out in front of the Flamingo. Notoriously run by Bugsy Siegel.
It's the oldest on the strip. It's the oldest casino on the strip.
It is in fact the oldest casino still standing on the strip.
It opened, I think, in 47.
47. My co-pilot believes it was 47.
And then the Tropicana is the second oldest, I think, and tell them about the stadium.
Yes. The Tropicana Hotel is the second oldest and still in existence. And of course, the Oakland A's want to relocate here to Las Vegas, but they want public money in order to do that. They haven't quite secured that funding. So the deal is that if they get that, they're going to demolish the Tropicana and put up a baseball stadium with a partially retractable roof. I'm not sure what a partially retractable roof is, as opposed to the stadiums in Seattle and Miami where they have fully retractable roofs, but I guess one day I'll find out. Back when the city was first, or the county was first really getting into development, they named the streets after the casinos. So this light here is at Flamingo, and of course Flamingo Road is right here next to the Flamingo Hotel. And then the same with the Tropicana. It's located on Tropicana Avenue. And then the Hacienda, which is no longer there. There you'll see Paris, and its Eiffel Tower. And on the left, the Bellagio. I'm sorry, on the right, the Bellagio. The fountains are not performing their dancing right now. There's a better shot, I think, of the Bellagio. Beer Park, I've read good things about that place. Rooftop bar and grill there at Paris. And then you got Planet Hollywood here on the left. Bellagio Drive. And the Champs-Élysées. And then you've got City Center over here on the right. That's comprised of Cosmopolitan, Waldorf Astoria, Veer Towers, Aria, and am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one. Cabo Wabo Cantina right there. Inside Planet Hollywood. and the Miracle Mile shops. Casinos got together and built these pedestrian walkways over Las Vegas Boulevard because they were having problems with so many pedestrians trying to jaywalk, creating all sorts of jams, and not to mention the safety issues that come with such an endeavor. Lively Saturday here. Back during the pandemic, this was dead. The strip was dead. There was no one here. And there you can see the Cosmopolitan. And this is the light here at Harmon. And we're going to go ahead and get over here. Tex-Mex Tequila Bar and Grill. But there is Aria. And that yellow, partially yellow windowed building are the Beer Towers. And there is a tram that runs in between, I believe it's the Bellagio and here at City Center Aria. You'll have to look it up online. On the left here is Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, and there's the Tex-Mex Tequila Bar and Grill. An older looking Walgreens up there in the distance next to the MGM Grand. Ahead of us on the right will be New York, New York, which features a miniature version of the New York skyline out in front. And then on the left is the aforementioned MGM Grand, the green building. A very large hotel.
We should be passing the Crystal shops that are within Aria.
That's right, yes, thank you. The Crystal shops.
Very high-end luxury branded stores.
Yes, very high-end shopping. Located here within the City Center complex with Aria and Cosmopolitan. And then in between these, the City Center and New York, New York, is Park MGM, formerly known as the Monte Carlo. It is known as a non-smoking hotel only. Crystal shops. And a CVS located right here in front of Park MGM. So if you need water or soda or anything like that, run down here to the CVS and pick it up. Maybe save a couple dollars over what they have that they charge inside the hotels. New York, New York, on the right, MGM Grand on the left, as we approach Park Avenue, aptly named, being close here to New York, New York. And then the T-Mobile Arena, where the Knights play, is actually behind the New York, New York center here, but you can't really see it from here. And then there's MGM. And then there's the Tropicana, which may not be around very much longer if the Oakland A's have their way. Like here at Tropicana Avenue. And then you have these three hotels that are all connected by tram. You have the Excalibur, and then the Luxor, which is the pyramid, the Egyptian pyramid looking hotel, which is currently obscured from our view. And then Mandalay Bay here at the south end of the strip. There's a look at Oyo and Tropicana. Oyo used to be the Hooters Hotel and Casino. On the left is the northwest corner of the airport here in Las Vegas. And it's where they park the Janet planes. If you don't know about the Janet planes, Google it, it's very interesting. And there is the Luxor coming into view. That's where Carrot Top performs, I believe, and Blue Man Group. And another shot here of the Tropicana. Not a very large hotel, but a lot of the traditionalists here in town are a little upset about losing it. And this is Mandalay Bay here at the south end of the strip. Statues adorn its entrance there. And we're going to take you down here just past Russell Road to the Las Vegas sign. To get some people on some of those groups that want to know how far it is for the Las Vegas sign from the edge of the strip. Well, this is pretty much the end of the strip here. Once you get past Mandalay Bay Convention Center here on the south side of the hotel. So we're going to go down here just past Russell Road and show you the Las Vegas sign. Okay, and there you can see it coming up there. See the crowds amassed here, hoping to take a good shot in front of the Las Vegas, welcome to Las Vegas sign. There's the sign there. U-turn here. Maverick helicopters, they have tours out to the Grand Canyon as well as over the Las Vegas Strip. One of several helicopter companies here that perform that tour. Harley-Davidson motorcycle shop here in Las Vegas, just south of the Strip. And there is the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. And the crowd's amassed at its entrance. And we're going to go ahead and make a left here at Russell Road. And you can see what looks like the Chrysler building there in the distance, in the gaggle of replicas out in front of New York, New York. These two concrete towers over here on the right, just south of Tropicana, that's the site of the Route 91 tragedy, and those two columns are due to be monuments to those that perished that night. Mandalay Bay Complex also houses the Delano and the Four Seasons Hotel. If you're looking for some liquor while you're here, I would recommend CVS. They also have like ABC stores, I believe, convenience stores, down here on the Strip and up at Fremont. You can save a couple dollars that way. They have a big bus tour here going north on the Strip there. Fairly long light here at Russell. Interstate 15 closely parallels the Las Vegas Strip. You'll see it as soon as we turn left here. The interchange is right there. Little Church of the West wedding chapel right there on the right. Russell Road ends here, and then because it runs right into the airport, and then it picks up again on the east side of the airport. Just another example of the disjointed nature of some of the roads here in town. And we're gonna go. And this is Frank Sinatra Drive. This also parallels Interstate 95. I'm sorry, Interstate 15. You can see a Google vehicle right there with all the cameras on it right there.